When I pick the lock, listening to Pandora, Jukebox. Don't even feel like myself no more. Don't even feel like myself no more. No. When I pick the lock, listening to Pandora, Jukebox.
Alright guys, Lord Nollan here, and I just got done watching Avengers Endgame last night, and it was so good that I had to digest it for a night before I could even talk about it. Now, this movie is a very big deal. It's been coming for 10 years now. I think going on 11 years. 10 years going on 11 years. It's been coming for a while. And so if you haven't seen it, or if you haven't seen the movies leading up to it, you haven't seen like all the MCU stuff or whatever, there's like marathons going on. There's like the DVDs are out, and most of the movies are on Netflix and stuff like that. So it's not like you can't see them. But what I'm saying is, to jump in at the very end, it won't mean the same to you. But at the same time, for people that have seen it, they just haven't seen the last movie, I won't spoil it for you. So I want you, if you haven't seen the last movie yet, if you haven't seen Endgame yet, don't watch this video. This video is going to have spoilers all in it. Just know that. And if you don't care about spoilers, okay, you watch it. But if you care about spoilers, don't look at this video. Like, click off now. Like, leave now. Click off. So, starts off with freaking Hawkeye and his family. And I knew something bad had to happen to his family, or else he wouldn't be Ronin. Because there's no way that his family would be alive and he'd be out there doing all that stuff. So, his family is gone. And I was like, I saw that coming. Like, I was like, yeah, it is, like, because I got 2 kids, and like, if I lost my kids, I ain't even got the skills that Hawkeye got, but I do some wild stuff. Like, losing kids can do something to you. Like, it's like, because I also, like, after I watched Endgame, I finally got a chance to look at other people's like reviews online and stuff like that. And a lot of people are upset that Hawkeye turned to Ronin, or they didn't get it. And it was like imagine if, like, you're this extremely skilled, like, secret operative, and you've been fighting against aliens and bad organizations and like other spies and supervillains, all that stuff. And then you take out freaking Ultron. You fighting stuff like that. And you take off to spend some time with your family. Like, he's done a lot of work. Like, the dude fought a lot of things. He deserves to take off. And in the time that you're taking off, you don't know what's happening, because they're not contacting you. They're not looking for you. They know you're with your family. They're not looking for you. So you're not contacted about anything that's going on. And then out of nowhere, your whole family disappears. Like, and he doesn't even see the ash, I don't think. I think they're just gone. I think they just disappear. Like, he doesn't even see the ash. I think they're just gone. So it's like, imagine you're this guy, and then your family's gone. And then you find out that some alien came here, beat down and destroyed all your friends, and wiped out half of the life that is not just on your planet, but in the universe. So now you got a bad guy you can't fight because the top guys in your unit couldn't beat them. And if they can't beat them, you definitely can't beat them. Dude shooting lightning out of a hammer axe, and the other guy with the best suit of armor we could possibly think of. And like a superpowered super soldier with a shield that can't be, okay, can't is a strong word, but takes a lot to be broken. Like, Hawkeye is literally, he's taken on the bad guys that he can take on. Like, he's taken on the bad guys that he knows he can beat. And it's filling the hole that's left inside him by his family being gone. Like, he can't get his family back. He can't fight Thanos. He's got to do something. Like, he's got to do something. Like, that's how it would feel. Like, I haven't even lost my kids, and I know if I lost them, like, that's a huge chunk out of me. Like, I knew when I saw him, I was like, yeah, that's what happened. And I know that if that happened to me, I would be doing some crazy stuff. Like, I would be doing crazy things. Like, I don't even know what I'd be doing. Like, I don't know what mental state I'd be in if I lost my kids. So, him being Ronin, I completely understand. And then Captain America and all the other superheroes and all that, they again, I already said spoilers, so just if you haven't seen the movie, just you should have been gone. Captain America and all his like remaining teammates, they messed up Thanos, but they messed him up after he already did his thing. He's already injured he was limping. He had half his body was singed. Like, the dude just destroyed the Infinity Stones. So, like, that one wasn't really a fight. It was more of a execution. It was like a punishment for what he did. It wasn't really a fight. But, yeah, then they all had to just move on because they can't do anything from what they think. And Cap's way of moving on is like becoming like a group leader for like a focus group, or not focus group, for like a support group. He becomes like a group leader for a support group. Natasha, she becomes like the new head of S.H.I.E.L.D., I guess. I guess she's like the new head, or not new head of S.H.I.E.L.D., but like she's almost like the Oracle of the Avengers or something like that. Like, she's just, she's just living her life trying to put people in the right place for bad things, and she doesn't know what to do because there's no more villains. Like, literally, there's no more villains, really. Knowing that, like, the Avengers need to fight. Like, this is like random riffraff type villains. Like if it was like, I don't even know, like just random thugs, gangs, stuff like that still exists. It's just, they're spread out and dispersed in such a way because now, half of the planet, like, there's a lot of people gone, so it's like not even all the gangs are around. Like, some gangs may have gotten completely wiped out, some gangs may have like one member left. Like, they don't need the Avengers to fight like one guy. Like, it's like, especially with no superpowers and like maybe a pistol, like, it's like they don't need, and like, even if he like collected all the guns from the rest of his gang, is like, there's only so much like one guy can shoot at one time. Like, so, like, the Avengers are, like, they're technically kind of out of a job. They're not doing anything. They don't have nothing to do. Like, she tried to send them to fight an earthquake. It's like, you can't fight an earthquake, Natasha. Like, y'all have nothing to do now. But, so, Natasha's not doing too good. Hawkeye's not doing too good. Cap is just, he's trying to be positive, I guess. The rest of the team that was on Wakanda, they're trying to piece together some form of a Avengers like watch or something. Like, they don't call it anything. It's just like they're trying to keep watch over the planet, just because a lot of governments have collapsed, a lot of crazy stuff has happened. But yeah, so they're trying to keep watch over the planet until the hero of the movie, a rat, saves Ant-Man from the quantum zone. Quantum zone? Yeah, right, quantum zone. Yeah, until a rat, 5 years, a rat brings back Ant-Man. Now, of the entire movie, that's the only thing I have a problem with. The only thing I have a problem with is like this. Everything else, I'm fine. But the fact that Ant-Man is saved by a rat is just like. So you're telling me at any time, throughout this entire time, like this thing could have just been turned on and could have brought him back at any time. All they do is press a button and it would just instantly work. And it's like, you're telling me no one was curious enough to touch that button in 5 years? Like, they moved the van, they move all the equipment, put it into the van. Like, no one is curious in 5 years? Like, 5 years? No one's like, oh, what is this crazy technology on the top of this building that shouldn't be in this area? Like, nobody? No one. No, like, and in order to get there, I'm pretty sure to get the equipment, they had to go to, like, the top of, was in that movie, were they on the parking garage or were they on the top of that building they always carried around? Because if it's on the top of that building, in order to even find that van, they had to go through Pym's labs. Like, they had to go through all this scientific stuff. Like, no one was curious at all about it. Like, Iron Man didn't even. Oh yeah, wait, he wasn't on the planet for that long, but he was on the planet like after like day 23 or something like that. It was like he's like day 22, 21, something like that. He got saved by Captain Marvel or something like that. So he's on the planet for like 4 years and 11 months. Like 4 years and 11 months, like no one is worried about like trying to find out like what happened to all the Avengers. Like no one's like, there's no investigation. Like they're over here trying to fight earthquakes, but they can't investigate what happened to all the Avengers. Like, like now that I'm thinking about it though, like half the earth is gone. So I can understand people being too distraught to pay attention to detail. But like nobody in 5 years wanted to know what this equipment did. Like no one tried to recreate anything. Like no one tried to sell it. Like no one, like it was just stuck in a storage for a rat to step on and bring back Ant-Man. Like no one wanted any piece of that. No one wanted any piece of this equipment. Like from what I know about these Marvel movies, anytime one of these heroes makes some equipment, it's like the best equipment on earth. Like everyone wants it. Like Ant-Man's equipment was wanted by like his apprentice and like a kind of like a black market tech person. Freaking Iron Man stuff is constantly big. Like everybody's trying to steal Iron Man stuff. Even in Spider-Man's movie, they're trying to steal like from Iron Man, not Iron Man stuff, but they're trying to steal from Iron Man. Like the dude, it was like I forget his name. I'm drawing a blank on his name, but the bad guy that had the arm chopped off by Ultron, always stealing vibranium. That guy always wants something that Wakanda got. Like all these heroes have like the best technology on Earth. So you're telling me that nobody is curious about what happened to Hank Pym's stuff? Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, because it was secret and blah blah blah. But like, that one dude knew, and if he could know, like, I'm pretty sure other people know, especially since they've seen like him in action. But we're gonna leave the universe saving rat alone, okay? Hulk is tight. Like the thinking Hulk is tight. Now the only thing is Bruce Banner's not a fighter, and so Hulk is really just like a really big scientist that can take hits now. Like he's not somebody that if he were to go into a fight, like, couldn't handle himself, but he can't fight the same as he did. If he learned how to fight too, like, this is genius level Hulk with fighting skills. Like, that's the dude, like, that speaks for itself. That's game. That's game over for anybody fighting him. But like, I don't necessarily know his strength, but like, I feel like he's weaker, because like Hulk gets, like, the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. And if he's not fueled by anger anymore, then he's just got like a base level strength. Like there's a cap. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like he's weaker, but who knows? uh, who was I gonna go? Thor. Yo, Thor is looking like me right now with the gut. Okay, I don't have a gut that size. My gut's like, I got a little handful, but like, this is like flattish, and then it gets to a pudge. But like, Thor though, that bro, and they even made a joke about it. They called him the Big Lebowski. Like Thor looks like the Big Lebowski. Like man, I was not expecting that when they walk in. But you know, I get why. But when they walk in after the 5-year skip or whatever, like, yeah, Thor is looking like a straight up couch potato, like a straight potato. Like the dude got beer gut. Like a dude looked like he'd been converted to like a plumber. No offense to any plumbers that are skinny. It's just a joke. But like, dude looked like he got converted to like one of those butt crack hanging out plumbers. No, but yeah, like that one, like I could see where it came from too. It was just I wasn't expecting it, so it caught me off guard, and I was laughing a little too hard at it, so I missed a few lines right afterwards. But it was funny. Like when you see him, it's you know what's going on. But him and Hulk's trying to talk him into it, and the thing that gets him to go is Raccoon's like, "There's beer in the ship." I was like, he was like, "What kind of beer?" I was like, "Got him." Like the way to get Thor to do things now is to get him drunk. But yeah, like this, like the whole team, like Iron Man's all like he's really pessimistic. He don't see anything good except for Iron Man's got a daughter. Iron Man had a baby, and she's like 5. Like him and Pepper had a baby, and she's 5, and he moved out to the farm that he said he's gonna move out to, and he freaking he stopped doing hero stuff. Like he just stopped doing it. Like he became a dad for 5 years, or 4.5, or however many years. Like he became a dad for a little while, and like now into the plot. Oh no, wait, hold on. I was gonna say something else. The whole team is just, they're either lost, they're lonely, they're sad, or they found something and they moved on beyond it. So they technically don't necessarily want to do anything about it because they moved on now. It's like that we lost, we just got to deal with it. Thanos is dead, the stones are destroyed, we can't do anything, so we just had to move forward. Hulk and Iron Man have moved forward, and most everybody else is stuck though. Carol Danvers, like Captain Marvel, she's got a whole universe to look after now. It's like she's out there doing, like, she's practically Silver Surfer and Green Lantern. That's what she is. Just this universe flying around person with this super cosmic powers that's, out there as a policing agent for the universe. Self-imposed agent, mind you, but like agent nonetheless. She's out there doing good things for everyone. But after Ant-Man comes back, he says like he could probably fix it, or he could find a way to fix it if they could figure out the quantum zone or quantum realm, whatever they call it. Quantum realm, quantum zone, quantum world, whatever. And I think it's quantum realm. Quantum realm? I don't know. He's saying he could fix it they could fix it if they found someone that could make a machine that could hop in between like times. And the time travel thing, I will say this. I never liked time travel in movies. And the reason why is because I see time travel differently. Now, I get it. Like, in order to make a movie and be able to do all this stuff, blah, 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 like, a lot of movies and video games and stories and stuff include time travel. But I think time travel is like, you can't do it the way that anybody really says you can. I don't even know if you can, like, because imagine, like, this whole, like, you know, space and time are supposed to be, like, you know, like, time is forever moving forward, and space is, you know, it's expanding, but it's not gaining any mass or anything like that. So it's like the same amount of mass just spreading out. And it's like, if the universe has a set amount of mass and time is forever moving in a certain way, then we, as whoever we are, decide, like, I want to move the opposing direction to the entire universe, time-wise. And not only that, but I want to take myself and whoever else with me that direction in time. Like, time's going that way, we want to go that way. Or, you know, something like it. So it's like, if you, I don't know, I feel like if you take mass and or matter out of the universe, like, entirely just erase it, that's gonna have some kind of effect. Like, even as a human being, I feel like us being around, like, if we were to take a person forcefully out of the universe, like, for any amount of time, the mass and or matter that just left the universe would leave, like, practically a dark, like, it would practically be a black hole. Like, I feel like it would something bad will happen if time travel was a thing. Like, I can't shake that feeling. I feel like, even if it's not like you rip open space-time and, you know, whatever, like, everything just collapses in on itself and the universe has to, like, what if when you do decide time travel, you freaking, like, create another Big Bang, like, your time travel, your point of time travel origin, like, in order for you to be sucked from this universe, like, the literal universe, in order for this to be you to be taken from it, you essentially create a whole nother universal explosion, like, or you create a universe ending black hole, or you create, like, some sort of rift in the universe that, like, causes the entire universe to collapse in on itself, just ending whatever, like, maybe there's a cycle that, like, the universe keeps being restarted and living out whatever time, whatever, blah, 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 but, like, maybe you end that, like, if that is a thing. Like, what if, like, and even if it's not even something that major, what if you try and use a time machine and you get sent back? If you get sent back, like, first off, whatever knowledge you have once you get there is now obsolete, because anything that you do in the past is going to ripple to the future. It's you can't not, and if it doesn't, then you've created an alternate reality, and then it's like, now you got to figure out how to navigate two different realities, and it's like, it's a whole, like, just the science of time travel, like, from what I believe time travel is like ridiculous. Like, and no one would even know if it worked, because, like, what if you sit in this chair and it's supposed to be a time machine and they flip a switch, all it does is vaporize you? How are we gonna know that you're not in the past or in the future? And we're sitting there waiting for you to come back and don't realize you've been dead for like 10 years. Like, we don't know what happened to you, because you're gone from our plane of existence. We don't know where you are. It's just, we're gonna leave time alone. But we're gonna leave my version of what time travel is alone. And their version of time travel is like, you can go back in time, you can do pretty much whatever you want in time, and as long as you bring back the most powerful thing in the universe, the Infinity Stones, it don't matter. Like they had to go back because after Thanos destroyed the Infinity Stones, they had to go back into the past, and they had to get the Infinity Stones at a point in time where they knew they were. So it's like they didn't know where they all were at like throughout the entirety of their time, but they knew specific points where they showed up, and so they could go to those points, take the Infinity Stone, use it to get everybody back, and then like I guess they were gonna destroy them or something. But when Hulk meets with the old Sorcerer Supreme, that the bald lady, I can't remember her name, she tells him like, look, you're going to get these stones to fix your time, but if you take these stones out of my time and you take them to your time, like you're pretty much screwing my time. Like I have to live through this timeline, and you're creating this dark timeline where like I may not have the power to do something, or when Dormammu comes, like Doctor Strange won't have the time stone, or when Doctor Strange is training, he doesn't get the time stone to train to see how things work with it and everything. So by the time Thanos comes, like we have a weaker Doctor Strange. By the time, Dormammu comes, we may have no reality. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we may have ended the existence of an alternate timeline's reality. So it's like, you gotta bring them back. So it's like, I guess if you take anything out of time, you have to bring it back to the exact time or something like that. But then you can't tell anybody anything, or else it'll change time. And that's like how they do time travel in this movie. Like, there's still a lot of branching timelines. Like, freaking Loki escapes before he goes to the prison on Asgard. Ain't even no telling what and not only that, he escapes with the Tesseract. So it's like, if you escape with the Tesseract, which is I guess the Power Stone or whatever, or the the blue one, the Blue Stone. If he escapes with that, like he's now got an Infinity Stone. Like what? He escaped with an Infinity Stone. Like I don't even know. Like it's just like. He escapes with an Infinity Stone. Captain America fights himself, thinking that he's Loki or whatever. Like, there's no implications for that either. The freaking, the Sorcerer Supreme knows about, like, Strange, which is, I get it, because, Doctor Strange knew about the 5 years and blah, blah, blah. Like, they all know this stuff because they're super intelligent and they're wizards, you know what I mean? But, like, Sorcerer Supreme now knows that, like, Doctor Strange does other things beyond when she couldn't see anymore, because when she dies she can't see anymore. That's the first Doctor Strange movie. But like, because she doesn't know the future of Doctor Strange, she just knows he's supposed to be the greatest of them. Like, but like you just left her with knowledge she didn't have before she died. Like you your freaking Tony's talking to his dad. Like he don't know nothing about you. Like he like, you just told him all kind of stuff. You gave him a quote that you probably not going to hear now. Like, because now he's not going to quote some other guy to his son. I mean, he might, because, if it's a good enough quote or whatever. But, like, no one's just, like, quoting random guys that they just met one time. Or he might even remember the quote. Like, you may have planted that quote in his head. And then, like, years later he remembers it and he's like, oh, I gotta put my own spin on it or something. Like, so not even the quote's different. Like everything about the time travel stuff, like it changes everything. There's alternate realities now, there's all kind of stuff, but that's not in the movie. Like it's like and I ain't complaining though. I'm not complaining because like I like what they did with it. Like because like I said, I just don't like how people treat time travel in movies. Like that's just the thing. Like I like what they do with the time travel. They make it like, oh, this, that, and the other thing, blah, blah, blah. Like, you have to see it to get it. But, like I like what they did with it. I just don't like time travel. Like, I just don't like time travel. Like, I don't like the idea that you can go back in time and do anything. Like, the Infinity Stone time travel is enough. Now you're jumping into wormholes and in small realm things. Like... I don't know how time travel will work in like the wormhole version, like where you shrink down to a super microscopic size and come out of another spot. Like, I don't know how it works in that way. And I don't even know if they're, like, because they could be coming into whole other realities. Like, we all know Marvel has a multiverse. Like, it could be, there's going to be all kind of stuff happening. But, like, that's for later. Like, that didn't happen in this movie. Like, time travel is just, they doing their own thing with it. Now, my thing is, hold on, my phone's about to die. Let me put it on the charger real fast. I gotta take you down from your position on high and hold you in my hand now. I gotta hold it now because my phone's about to die. But yeah, the whole time travel thing, they get all the Infinity Stones, which is cool. I like that. I like that they had a way to get their stuff back. But then, like, the sacrifice for the Soul Stone, they didn't see coming because they didn't realize how Thanos got it. So, like, when they go in for the sacrifice, the whole thing between between Black Widow and Hawkeye, that was some touching stuff. Because Black Widow understood what happened to Hawkeye. Even when Hawkeye didn't really understand it, because he was just distraught. He was too close to it, and he was in it. So he didn't understand even himself what happened. But when you think about it, hold on, let me roll this one down. It's getting hot. When you think about it, like, when they do the reverse snap, he'll have a family again. And Black Widow, she's been, like, trying to find ways to redeem herself for all the bad things she's done. A self-sacrifice to save universe is not a bad way to do that. Like, that's honestly one of the better ways. Like, if you had to sacrifice yourself to save the entire universe, like everything universe, like I don't even know if I'm that heroic. Like real talk, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I could. That lets you know I ain't no hero. I don't know if I could give my life for anyone that's, like, not my family, but then my family is gone already. So it's like, I don't even know if I'd care about the universe once my family's gone. Like, I don't know. It was a tough choice, but Natasha, she made this decision for them because, you know, Hawkeye wasn't gonna do it. He was gonna jump. He wasn't gonna have Natasha do it. He was like, yo, like, I've done some bad things and blah blah blah. But Natasha's like, I've done bad things, but you got a family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they both did bad things. He just did bad things because his family died. She did bad things because she was programmed to. There's a difference, but he didn't deserve to die because of it. You know what? Can I put this up here? Oh, snap. I don't have to hold it. Hey, okay. That works. Yeah, so, like, yeah, Natasha, she didn't really need to, you know, think about it that long, but, you know, I feel like, at least from a movie perspective, Disney made the right decision in taking out Natasha because, you know, she didn't have a family. The only reason why he became Ronin is because his family was gone and he was distraught. Honestly, he wasn't in the right state of mind. But his family was going to come back to not having a dad because of what happened when they were, like, he wasn't even in the fight. Natasha was in the fight. She was in Wakanda. Like, she was there when they failed. Like, he wasn't even fighting. Like, he was on house arrest. He was, like, teaching his daughter how to shoot bows and about to eat hot dogs with mayonnaise on them for some reason. But, you know, like, he wasn't even in it. Like, he didn't fail. He didn't lose. He just was part of the universe when it got snapped. Like, it was a lot for him to take in, I'm sure. Like, he wasn't even part of the fight. He agreed or was not. He didn't agree, but he was forced into house arrest. Like, he was, you know, he lost a lot. He gave up a lot he trusted a lot of people to keep them safe, and like all that stuff failed him. So he was out, and Natasha knew it. So, she sacrificed herself, got him the Soul Stone, and she apparently whoever is or sacrifices themselves to the Soul Stone, they can't be brought back. Like they're dead. Like Gamora from the timeline where Thanos throws her is dead. Natasha from the timeline where she sacrificed herself is dead. Like they don't come back. The Soul Stone takes them. Like they are wiped from existence from the moment they are sacrificed onward. They can no longer live in the future. Now they can take past versions of themselves and take them from the past and bring them to the future. That's a different story. But like that can be done. And so they get all the stones, they do the snap, everybody comes back. But Thanos, he finds out about what's going on because his daughter goes back into a past where Thanos is hot on the trail of something. And the two oh man, there's so many names in this movie, I'm rolling the blank on her. But Gamora's sister, the girl who's been replaced by all kinds of stuff, she starts getting visions of her future self because her future self is in the same time. And because of that, they're on the same network. And so the network is hit by both of them at the same time. And because of that, Thanos can reach into their brains. And they go get the future version of her. And they bring her back to Thanos. And Thanos gets the information he wants. Then the past version of her goes to the future. And she brings Thanos. And so even after the snap, Thanos comes. And he's like, I know now that I succeed and y'all didn't like it. So what I have to do now is wipe the entire universe and start over. And proceeds to kick the butts of everybody in the Avengers. And he whoops everyone except for Scarlet Witch. And when Scarlet Witch starts to win, he glasses the area. Glasses it. And not only that, but the man came with an invasion force fit to take out a planet. Like, invasion force. Like, his half exterminating, like, his original we exterminate half of your planet force. He comes with that. He comes with that thing. And they are ready. But Cap and all the Avengers and all the Wakandans, like, just layer on layer on layer of random characters come out. And like there's wizards we never saw, there's just family members of heroes, just everyone comes out. They just line them up and they come out with weapons and they go head to head with Thanos's like planet killing army. And I believe that Thanos has never had a fight like that. I don't think he's ever had a fight like that, because when he sees that many people coming out of, like, to fight him, like, he looks worried. Like, he doesn't look, like, confident. Like, he looks worried. Like, he's like, yo, like, where did all these guys come from? And then, like, they set the charges, they charge at each other, and the war breaks out, and it's just, everybody's dying. Everybody's getting kills. Everybody's like they're dropping planets. Like, no, they're not dropping planets. I'm just saying, like, it's big, it's massive. Like they're like, man, they are on some other stuff. The only thing that I found weird, like, I don't know, it was just weird to me. It was like that one part. There's a part where they're trying to play like keep away with the gauntlet, and so Thanos can't get it, and it's like, okay, I get Captain Marvel is, like, if not the strongest, like, one of the two strongest. And it's like, it's either her or Thor. Like, one of them is the strongest Avengers. and she gets the gauntlet, and for some reason, every badass female character's in the same spot on the battlefield. Like, I get it, like the whole like women are strong thing, but like, y'all realize y'all are at war right now? Y'all like, how did y'all like? Okay, she gets it and flies to a spot, and like, just all the women just like, some of them like slowly saunter over, some of them like drop down and land in front of her, and some of them like, but they all like just seem to like group picture. Let's show them that we're strong, and then like charge out, and they do kick ass. Don't discount these female heroes. Scarlet Witch almost killed Thanos on her own. Like, freaking what's her name? Captain Marvel couldn't beat Thanos like Scarlet Witch. Like, she almost beat Thanos. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, Scarlet Witch is the most powerful person in like the Avengers. Like, strongest, not necessarily, but most powerful, definitely the most powerful. Like, I'm not even joking, most powerful. Like, man. One of my favorite lines, Scarlet Witch comes at Thanos, is like, you took everything from me. And Thanos is like, I don't even know you, because this is a past Thanos that hadn't even met her yet and hadn't even killed Vision yet. And it's like, I don't even know you. And she's like, you're about to. He's like, yo, Scarlet Witch. And her eyes are glowing like, yo, Scarlet Witch is on some other shit, because she is ready. She was like, yo, I finally got Thanos right where I want him. They snapped me back. They brought me face to face with him. I'm about to end him. I'm about to end this sucker now. And it was, yo, like, she is strong. And if you've seen the comics, you know she's strong. Like, you read the comics, like, she ends half of the mutant race on Earth and then stops the mutant gene from evolving in anyone else. Like, half of the mutants are what's left after Scarlet Witch, and no more mutants can be born. Like, Scarlet Witch is no joke. Like, Scarlet Witch ain't no joke. And yo, Captain America grabs Mjolnir. Man, Captain America grabs Mjolnir and proceeds to start laying a hammer into Thanos. And the dude is shooting lightning out of the hammer. He has become worthy enough to carry Mjolnir into battle and strike down things with the Thunder God's vengeance. And so first you got Thor with both his hammer and his and Stormbreaker, Mjolnir and Stormbreaker at the same time. I'm like, why does he need both? Like, maybe he was feeling like Stormbreaker wasn't enough, but it was. Like, I don't know why he needed both. But then, like, you see Cap pick up Mjolnir, and you're like, oh, I see what you doing, Disney. I see you. They was out there like, what are we gonna do to make Cap able to fight Thanos? And they're like, give him Mjolnir. And Mjolnir has been in Cap's hands in the comics, so it was possible. And like, I was so ready. Like, honestly, I was ready for it in freaking Age of Ultron. I thought he was gonna pick it up then, but he didn't. Because when Thor looked worried, I was like, oh, he about to pick it up. But he didn't. But like, he picked it up now. He didn't just pick it up. He called it. The dude called it. Like, you know how bad the dude called it. But yeah, so Thanos starts fighting everybody, and Doctor Strange is there telling Tony like this is the one we gotta win. And so Tony sees Thanos about to snap his fingers, and he goes nuts. And he jumps in there and he snatches the Infinity Stones. And he snaps. And I ain't like, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll say this. I like the ending a lot. I like what happens in the end, and I'm not gonna spoil it. So if you've gotten this far through all my spoilers, I still won't spoil the end for you. Because you need to see this movie. That's how badly I want y'all to see this movie. And if you want me to make another review, leave a comment.